This is Inaros Prime, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the drift mods from the Lua puzzles while doing it solo without using any abilities. I'm showing you how to do it this way so you understand how the puzzles work, and you'll realize that you don't need to use Inaros Prime to get this done. There are many Warframes that you'll be able to use for each puzzle, and when you understand how they work on a solo, it'll be a lot easier for you to do it on public with other people or, even with other Warframes. As we're getting into this, I just want you to know that I'm live every day on Twitch where you can earn free Warframes weapons or mods just by watching my streams. Ask me more about that when you get here. Stick around towards the end of the video where I'm going to show you how you could potentially make free forma when you're doing these puzzle missions on Lua. First puzzle you guys are going to find is the Agility Drift puzzle, and what you want to do is shoot the plates that are on the wall which open up these pipes. Now when you stand in the center of the pipe, it's going to shoot you out, and then you're going to have to shoot another plate on the wall, and you're going to keep repeating this process over and over again. And if you're kind of trying to be a little tricky about it, or you find this tough, you could always jump up to the platform I'm on now as kind of like a safety net, because if you mess up and hit the floor during, any one of these shooting the plates and going through the pipes, the puzzle's going to start over again from the beginning. So you could always just jump up to this platform, shoot a plate, and then jump down into the pipes. Once you reach a certain height in the pipes, the plates that you're looking for that are on the walls are no longer going to be on the bottom half of the platform you're standing on. They're going to be on the upper half of the platform that you're standing on. When you get to the final plate, it is very vital that you have your camera angled in the right kind of way so that you are bullet jumping directly into the center of the open hole that opens up at top, and you're gonna want to hop up higher if you don't have any kind of mods on that are going to extend your distance when you're bullet jumping, if they don't jump you right up there. So be ready to catch the wall in the hole that opens up at the top and hop yourself up there. Once you make it, run in through the portal, grab your agility drift, and now we're on to the next. When you find the Cunning Drift puzzle, you're going to have to shoot 2 plates off of the sides where this waterfall will start to happen, and you're going to have to shoot 4 more plates off of the floor at each of the pillars. And that's going to pull these little stands up that you can stand on, and what's going to happen is this orb, this angry orb, is going to wind up shooting at you, and you need to time it correctly so it's just within a second before it fires. You need to do a little hop, or maybe you could jump up even before that and kind of glide yourself down, but either way you got to figure the timing out so that this orb shoots at the right angle that you wind up hitting the blue spot that's kind of on the crack of this pillar here. You're gonna have to do this 4 times, and it's important to note that if you run out of this room to try to hide from any of the procs or things that he has going off in between you doing each pillar, it's gonna reset the pillars, so you have to stay in the room. Another issue I found is that this is actually easier to do on solo, because if you have somebody else in the room and they're kind of running around while you're standing on a pillar, it distracts this orb here from shooting at you, and instead it starts shooting all willy-nilly at the other people that are in the room. So it's way easier to do this and faster without having other people around to kind of distract the orb. That's basically it for this. Once you have all 4 pillars cracked, you can elevator down through the center of the room, go in through the portal, grab your Cunning Drift mod, and you're on to the next. When you find the Coaction Drift room, you're going to want to step on the plate that's right at the front of the door of the room. And then from there, you're going to want to stand on the plate, get into operator, and have your operator go to the second plate that winds up unveiling itself. Once you unveil the plate, there'll be 4 corners at the center brick of the room that wind up now unveiling themselves. When you're standing on those plates, get back into your operator, and there's going to be a door that opens up with another plate in front of you. Hit that plate, you don't have to stand on it, and then once that plate is activated, take your operator through this little maze, drop down through the floor, and then find the other plate. You have to repeat this for every corner of the room. Once all the corners are done, you're going to wind up opening a hole in the center block of the room. You're going to want to jump from the bottom up through it. And now you have 4 plates that you have to figure out how, as a solo player, you're going to stand on this. And it's really as simple as you can grab 2 different specters and drop them down. Now, the moment you drop the specter down, you're immediately going to want to tell that specter to stay. So you hit the button, keep the specters standing on that plate. And then with the other 2 plates that are left over, you're basically just going to Warframe one of them and operator the other. Now, once you have everything on all 4 of the plates, you have to wait it out, because you can't just tap it and then get ready to jump off it again. You have to wait for the top of the ceiling to fully unlock itself. Once the ceiling's fully unlocked itself, you can get back into your Warframe, You can jump up through the hole that you just unlocked and then jump through the portal. And then there you have it. There is your Coaction Drift mod. The Stealth Drift mod is the easiest drift mod to get. The only thing you have to know is that you need to be quick about it. So once you step on the first plate, you're quickly getting through this room to the next, stepping on the second plate, and that is it. You are done. Power Drift mod is also an easy mod to acquire. So when you find a room with 4 orbs on the wall, you need to run up to them and stand next to them for 5 seconds each. This will drain your energy, and after 5 seconds of draining your energy, it's going to turn each orb to a light purple. Once you have all 4 orbs turned to a light purple, it'll unlock a spiral staircase in the center of the room in which you could run down and collect your mod. But you have to do it quick, because if you don't, they will wind up resetting. The Endurance Drift mod is an easy mod to acquire if you're prepared to do this puzzle. So there's a few things that you have to know, and I also want you to be aware there are multiple ways to go about this, and I'll explain a couple of them to you to make this a lot easier. But initially, you're going to have to stand on this plate while you get lasered for 2 minutes. If you guys had noticed, my Inaros actually gained health from the moment he jumped on this to the, like a few seconds into it. He was gaining health. That's because I have a build that has Adaptation and Arcane Grace on my Inaros, which kind of help make him unkillable. I'm not using any abilities or anything like that. And I'm really just going to be able to stand here for the entire 2 minutes. Now, while I'm standing here, I'm waiting for the water in this pipe to fill from the beginning all the way to the top. Once the water fills all the way to the top, that's when the puzzle is done and you've completed it. Another way you can go about this is you could jump on this with your operator and then just go in like your invisible operator mode while you stand on it, because you can't be affected by the lasers. Now, if you'll notice, your operator is going to have a point where you're running out of energy, and then you're going to come out of being invisible. So what you could do is something that I also do is I have hotkeyed a energy pad. So whenever I see that my operator's energy is running out, I'll just use the hotkey where my energy pad is, and I'll drop one of those. And then it just replenishes my energy, and my operator could stand on it, for as long as I need to. I could just keep dropping energy pads if I really needed to. If you don't have any of the tools that I've listed so far, you could always bring Rhino, use his Iron Skin ability, or even just any Warframe and drop health pads that will help keep you alive while you're getting lasered. I've noticed a lot that when you get to the end of this puzzle, this thing happens where when you run through the portal with your Warframe, it shoots you back outside of the puzzle room, and you don't actually get into the reward room where you can grab the mod. If this winds up happening, then instead of going through the portal with your Warframe, go through the portal in your operator form. I found that this tends to fix the issue, and it'll let you grab the Endurance Drift mod. The Speed Drift mod is the hardest mod to acquire because the puzzle room has the lowest % chance of spawning. When you find the puzzle room, you're going to run into it. You want to clear the walls on the left and the right of the lasers, and then you want to shoot the pad that's on the wall. And when you shoot the pad that's on the wall, you could kind of back out of that room a little bit, run to the side room, and there'll be a plate on the floor that you have to stand on, which is going to open a door, and you're going to go through this little half rectangle of a puzzle here. Now, I have knockback on my Inaros, which is making it a little bit easier. But you get through that, you shoot the plate on the wall, and then you run forward to the next half rectangle of a room. Both of these half rectangle of a rooms are easy to get through if you have a Titania. You could fly around in her Pixie. If you could be Wukong and use his Cloudwalker. You could use Nova and her portals, Loki and his Switch Teleport, or just any frame like Vault or Gauss that are just exceptionally fast. But as I've shown you here, I can do it with the Inaros, which I already my personal build has a lot of speed on it in the first place, making it a lot easier to do. But just know that this mod, when you acquire it, is worth more platinum than all the other drift mods because of it's such a low % drop chance. It is a useful mod. A lot of people do like using it, myself included. And just celebrate when you get it, because that's a big deal. As we get into the bonus, I just want you guys to be aware that there are lots of Warframe videos that I've made to help you guys get through this game, especially how to make platinum in this game, which has been a really big deal, and a lot of you guys are really appreciative of those videos. But just feel free to browse my channel and, see if there's anything else that I could help you with in Warframe. Worst case, you could always come down to my Twitch channel, which I recommend you do anyway, and just hang out with us. You can ask all the questions you want, whether or not I'm playing Warframe. I'm always happy to help you guys out with Warframe questions. When you guys find the bonus music puzzle, which shows up fairly often in Lua missions, all you really have to do is just kind of play Simon Says with it. It's going to tell you a pattern when you start it, and then you just have to remember the pattern and then re-hit that pattern. If you guys struggle on this, You could always take a piece of paper and a pen and just draw circles out to where they are. And as the patterns show up, just write 1, 2, 3, all the way to 5, like as they show up. And then boom, you've gotten it. Once you do this puzzle, there is a chance that you're going to be able to get free forma out of one of the little containers that are off to the side room. So every time you find this puzzle, it is absolutely worth doing. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next one.